Welcome to Creative Bible Journaling with Susan and Jackie. Okay, flowers that come in bunches like this here, I will show you how to press those later. You can separate them. And this kind of flower here, when you break it apart, and then you'll see how I'm going to lay that flat to press it, so you can watch that later. So some nice green foliage is always great to have, and this particular one dries really, really nicely. Today I'm going to press these impatiens, these pink ones here, and I'm going to lay them right in the middle of the phone book, where it naturally will just curve. I'm going to put some more here. So I'm putting them petals down. And then I'm going to take a 1/2 inch of the phone book. I can see that it's laying down nicely. And so I just go like that. These white ones here. And these are like little tiny flowers in a clump. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of make all of the petals, all of the little flowers just come up and smash the stem down a little bit there. And then when I put more paper over it, I'm going to attempt to make it flat down. So I didn't roll it that time, I just made it flat. And then I'm going to lay it down gently and try to get all the blooms, all the petals as flat as possible. I'm going to use the spatula, but I'm going to hold it down and then take a big part of newspaper and just roll it down on top of it like that. I'm going to take the little flowers by themselves and putting them face down, petals down, and then smush the little stem like I want it, and then I can just close it over nice and easy. Okay. And then I'm going to put this under something that's kind of heavy. Now I'm going to look and see what I have. Kind of thumb through it. Oh, right off the bat, there's some. These are upside down, so the front side is much prettier than the back, as you can see there. So you can scrape them up like this with the spatula here, very carefully. This is a bit of a harder flower. This is a petunia, and with a petunia, it's really thick and wet at the bottom of the flower. So I cut that off with scissors and then flattened it. And that is what I got. So this is the page that we did. And here are the flowers, the impatiens. They were rather pink before, and now they have really lost their color. So this is showing you that you really need to pick them at the peak of the season. This kind of flower. And I flattened it out, so then it looks like this. And I also do leaves, and so here is a variety of different kinds of leaves. And then I just thumb through and see if I have forgotten any of them. And then I will use this to do another batch of flowers. Take this dahlia, for instance. At the end of the season, when they're overripe, then you can just pull the petals off, and they come off easily. See how that came off? And dry that petal, And there's a beautiful fade that goes on right there. And so once you dry it, it'll be a nice faded petal to use for any crafts, but particularly Bible journaling. And if you don't have dahlias and these kind of flowers in your yard, or if it's in the middle of winter, you can always go to the grocery store and buy a mixed bouquet. Put several plants on the same page, but just be aware that the more you have in there to draw the moisture out, the longer it's going to take, and sometimes the paper gets so soggy that it won't dry at all. So I'm just going to do it like that. Thanks for viewing this video from Creative Bible Journaling. Please join us on our blog, Facebook, and Pinterest. You will find the links in the description below. We hope this video sparks creativity as you spend time in God's Word.